Video 9, continuing on, dotted line, and back. Okay, that took him, what, 1831 to 1836? I would say that's about 5 years, and so moving on to the facts. All right, so Darwin arrives in South America roughly 1/3 of his way through a 5-year journey, and my writing's not working. Why is that not? There we go. 1/3 of the way through his 5-year journey. Spends a lot of time inland collecting plants and animals. It's kind of creepy when you think about it, collecting animals. Yeah, I'm going to put you in my little box. All right, anyway, so thank God he did. It was great for the rest of us, not for the animals. He sent his collection ahead while he continued his journey. So let's move on to the next slide here. And so in Galapagos, which is this archipelago, I always mispronounce that, but anyways, let me just highlight it here on this. Here it is. It is off the west coast of Ecuador, and both my in-laws have gone. Well, they went together because they're married still, and they've been on the Galapagos, and they've been to the Antarctic. I mean, they've just kills me the trips they're taking. So, anyways. I get to talk to them about their experience there, and as a geeky biology person, it's very exciting for me. Nonetheless, so it's pretty good distance off the coast of Ecuador, and I used to know it. I'm not going to throw a number out now, just to be making it up, but it's far enough where animals aren't migrating back and forth very easily. So if there was some kind of geographic isolation, like maybe those islands were closer, or something that allowed those animals in these two land areas, this one here, Ecuador, and then the Galapagos there, I'm just making a mess now, to at one time have been close together, and now they have a geographic isolation over time, allowing them to become more fit or specialized to their unique environments, then we would see a change over time, perhaps. Let's talk about that, shall we? Okay, so Darwin finds, come on, Bright. What is up with that? All right, here. Finds many plant and animal species that were similar, so not identical, to those on the mainland. So now we're on Galapagos, and he's finding plant and animal species very similar to what's in South America, but not exactly the same. What would account for some of these changes or differences? And so he really started to focus on island varieties. They have different adaptations. So what is an adaptation? All right, so here's adaptation. Remember, we're back to slide 15 of the presentation. Adaptation is a trait, structure, function, or behavior that makes living organisms better able to survive and reproduce in their environment. And if you are better able to reproduce or survive, then you have a better fitness. Oh my goodness, I cannot write with this thing. I did buy a Surface Pro. It's on its way, so I'll have that within the next 6 days or sooner. So I will be able to illustrate properly. Okay. But I'm geeking out on all my different colors, as you can see. So let's talk about adaptations. Remember, these things change. If an animal's better suited for its environment, it will be better at getting the resources it needs for life. If it's better at its resources, it means it's healthier. If it's healthier, it will most likely produce healthier young. With those healthier young, they will be healthier. They will have the same traits more likely than not. Those traits will become stronger every generation, and they'll be better survivors, better getting their needs met, and their fitness will be increasing. So we'll have an increase in fitness as a result of the adaptation that makes them better able to survive and reproduce in its environment. And we were talking about Galapagos Island and the mainland of Ecuador, how the animals that Darwin had found, switch slides. If you remember, we were talking about the Galapagos Islands and how these islands had animals that were very similar and plants that were very similar but different from the mainland of Ecuador. Let me get rid of all this garbage here. And so in Galapagos, we have new types of species, and then he started looking at their behavior in their environment. He started to see their role. The role of an organism within its environment is, of course, called its niche. Okay, so the word niche means role in an environment. He noticed that these animals were side by side competing for the same resources, so they had become specialized and form a new role or niche.